Hey there, everybody here. Hi there, Shark YT. We're in Auckland. We're going to Christchurch. We do have a new scenery from Godzone, and we will be operating the Airbus A320 down there as flight number in New Zealand, flight 567. That's New Zealand, ANZ 567. Hopefully be getting some air traffic controllers soon. Tower's online already. Let's jump into things. First off, so we're doing the walk around here in Auckland, and we'll be programming the aircraft. And when we get down to our destination in Christchurch, we will be doing a bit of a walk around the airport just to see what things are like down there. Well, welcome aboard. Three fires are checked. Hi, the manual. How you doing? Cool. Nav lights are set. And we'll come up onto this spot. Alright, gonna request our departure. Flight details ANZ 567. Hi there, 172. Yeah, it is pitch black in New Zealand. That's why I've decided to reverse the clock by 10 hours, roughly. Okay, IRS is set. We'll pick up the winds as well. Okay, 56.1. Gonna pick up the air cars now. Atsu, AOC, and we'll initialize a NZ 567. Auckland to Christchurch and en route time today. Let's grab this other flight plan. That will be 1 hour 7 minutes. There you go. Okay, flight plan there is sent. The P data block field today will be 6928. Let's check that's in there. Not yet. Taxi fuel is 420. Trip is 2719. So your fuel weight is 56.1. And departure time 22:35. Ready, so boarding. There's company message coming up. Load sheet coming in. Accept that for now. Pop over the message, slot notification, that's cool. And let's compare these two bits. So the initialization, we want to see ZFW 56.1, that's sorted. And the zero fuel CG is 32.4. Done. Gonna have a little look at what the weather's doing as well. Auckland International, wind 330 at 6. Maybe runway 5 or the other one. Not quite sure, to be honest. That's alright, we'll go ahead and have a chat to air traffic control. 1187. Just them, alright. How's it not? How you doing? Bags going in. Ah. Boring brown and black bags. I just like the blue ones and the red ones. I have a carry-on bag which is about the same orange colour as the Jetstar's star is. Options on 2020 is it's not 2020 yet. We'll see what it's about. It may well become the next flight sim, or it might not. Depends what Microsoft do with it. I'm not going to be buying it until at least FSlabs are flying, doing stuff there. Christchurch is raining. That's a pity. Oh well. Have to walk around in Christchurch in the rain. Auckland Tower, New Zealand 567, requesting clearance to Christchurch.
New Zealand 567, good evening, Auckland Tower, how do you read?
25, thanks.
New Zealand 567, standby 1 for your clearance.
Which audio is quiet? The entire thing, or just my microphone, air traffic control, passengers getting on? Any element that's quieter than usual?
New Zealand 567, clearance available when ready.
Is on 5620. 7 is ready.
New Zealand 567, cleared to Christchurch via the flight plan route, flight level 360. MRAG 1 Bravo departure, Limes transition, squawk 5046.
Is on 567, cleared through Christchurch, flight of 360. The MRAG 1 Bravo departure, Limes transition, squawk code 5046. Is on 567.
New Zealand 567, readback is correct. Information Romeo has just become available. Slight change to the wind. Time is 1:30. You are cleared to start. A rather push and start advise ready to taxi.
Well, advise for taxi is 567. Hi there, Nick. How you doing? The MRAG 1 Bravo, which is, I believe, this one. Yep, runway 05. MRAG 1 Bravo. And the Limes transition, which we haven't set yet.
Hello.
Well, is there no transitions? Departure has transitions. Intriguing. Just gonna check out the Polis in there. Limes. Done. Mountain to Launceston on the 7-3. That's always a fun one. Nice and short.
Echo Kilo Mike Auckland, are you able to receive voice?
Okay, runway 5 right. Feels amazing. Flaps 1.
Echo Kilo Mike, stand by for clearance.
Drop the AHL controllers there. So looking at, let's see, takeoff 142 is our V1 speed. Rotating at 143. 144 for the other. Flap is 1 and we're up 0.4. 67 degrees on the flex. Sorted. Okay, performance is done. File 360. Let's read through the MRAG. On 5 left. Get your microphone up. I'll see if I can get it in there, but I essentially now need to just touch my mouth onto the microphone or just talk louder. Because we're up as maximum as far as we can go, I think. See if I can get any more out of it. Properties. Audio. Aha, there we go. I can push that up a bit more maybe.
I'm right next to her.
How is that? Just looking at the level, just saying some random words. Might even go, let's see, plus 10, 15, something like that. Or just type it in, see if I can do that. 20. There we go. 20 decibel boost. Ooh, that's a bit much. No. It's either 20 or nothing. I'll have to do that again. 15. How about we go with 15? That might work. Yep, that worked well. Cool. So, over boosting the sound. Now I can take the microphone away from my mouth so I don't blast into it anymore, hopefully. Okay, all departures, Auckland 124.3 MHz as soon as practical, prior to 1500. ATC comment, that's not us. Max to 170 knots at MREC. So I might chuck that in. Speed constraint 170, set.
I'm right next to her. Thank you.
And checked. Cool. Yeah, I'll just need to remember to do that every time we connect now. Boost it by 15 to 20. Cool. No, don't have to worry about that. So the MREG, that looks good to me. Back in the Atsu, see what we got. Nothing really. Fuel is good.
I'm right next to her.
No DC information. And I can probably go ahead and chuck on our APU. I see it is raining outside now.
Morning.
Good morning.
APU start. Was there a top altitude on that thing? Cleared level 250. Level 250 is set.
How are you? Hello.
Okay, transponder was meant to be 5046. And that's set. And I reckon it will be time to just run the checklist. Cockpit preparation is completed. Gear pins and covers are removed, signs are on, ADRS is set to nav. Fuel quantities showing 6.9. Takeoff data is set, barrel reference is set 1004 both sides. And that's before the line. That's right for the door. Platon Raptopoulos. Fun. That looks very Greek. External power's off. And we can disconnect from the ground power, thank you. Okay, I have a message. It is slightly less passengers, so it'll be 56.0109, 09, and take a gross weight CG. It's 30.97. The rest of that's unchanged. Tower back in. And I'll make a message. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Air New Zealand Flight 567. My name is Captain Trent, and you are joining the crew of YouTube. So I'll be flying this Airbus A320 down to Christchurch. The flight time today is about 1 hour and 10 minutes. Cabin crew will be coming through the aeroplane, just ensure that everything is ready for our departure. That said, looks like it should be a reasonably smooth flight down there. We do welcome you aboard Air New Zealand and hope you enjoy flying with us. Cabin crew, please prepare the aircraft for departure. And we do have company message again. Fuel reports missing, but we do have the full load sheet. I'll accept that in. So your fuel weight is 56.2, takeoff weight 62.7. Let's just check that out. It's quite a bit more actually, 62.7. And the zero fuel weight Mach trim is 32.8. Other things will remain the same. We'll do the performance. Just calculate it again. I'm going to get that out of there. There we go. So the takeoff weight be 62.7, 62,700. And the Mach will be that 32 number, 32.8. Go ahead and recalculate. Cool. Numbers have changed. Be 145.
Echo Kilo Mike, Auckland Tower, you back with me?
148. Part 1. 67 is correct. Actually, it's wet now too. Recalculate again. 136.
Echo Kilo Mike, cool bananas. I take it you probably, by the looks of things, you're back at the gate, so you're cleared to start and push. Your clearance to Dunedin remains unchanged as
+1.
before. Advise when you're ready to
And
taxi.
down 0.9. Rest of that remains the same. Cool. Ready to push. We're going to go to runway 05. Let's check where we need to be. Yeah, pushing out and the nose to the left. Before push back, below the line.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
MCD weights are set. LMC is entered. Windows doors are locked. Beacon goes on. Thrust levers are idle. Parking brake is set. Ready for the start.
Locking gear.
Thanks for that, ground. We are ready for push. Cabin crew, arm doors, cross check.
Check completed. Bypass bin inserted. Release parking brakes.
And yes, this will be the only flight I do tonight. Most likely. That said, I do want to hang out in Christchurch once we get there, so probably an hour or so. There's another option of doing a later flight with another stream, possibly in China, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Just waiting for something here. And we're clear for the push.
Commencing push.
Usual number 567 Auckland, you set to taxi shortly?
567 FM, just starting the push now.
New Zealand 567 Auckland, sorry, say again.
567, just starting the push now.
No, sir, I can actually see that, Roger. Once the push completes, left onto Bravo 5 Alpha, Alpha 9, hold short runway 05 right. I'll get you out first.
Yes, on 567, thanks.
Victor Hotel, Mike India Delta, Auckland Tower.
Okay, we are cleared to start. We'll start.
Hey, Mike India Delta, we're ready
two
for
engine first.
taxi, parking stand 47. Victor Hotel, Mike India Delta, Roger. On to Charlie 5, Bravo. You might as well continue on Bravo all the way down to Lima. Alpha 9, hold short runway 05 right. Charlie 5 Bravo Lima down to Alpha 9 and hold short at 05 right from Mike Delta.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brakes are set. Hi there to FD 447.
Unlocking gear.
Expect ground, we'll see you on the right hand side.
Echo Kilo Mike, from your current position, Juliet, right onto Bravo, onto Alpha, Alpha 9, hold short, 05 right.
Disconnected. Bypass has been removed.
And Victor Hotel Mike India Delta, caution, in New Zealand A320 is just pushed back by Bravo
Ride is clear.
4, hold position behind the craft. I see the beautiful bus, Mike India Delta. Victor Hotel Mike India Delta, he's rolling on Bravo, left onto Bravo 5 and then on Alpha, so just hold position behind him until he's moved off. Oh, there, Mike India Delta.
Fantastic. Bravo 7.
Victor Hotel Mike India Delta, he's left onto Bravo 5 Alpha, you'll be taxiing on the parallel Bravo, so both of you will be taxiing side by side. Sounds like a drag off. Mike India Delta, no worries.
Box in.
Drag off. Echo Kilo Mike, just confirm you're on the taxi.
Start ADRC is not required. ECAM status is checked. Pitch trim shall be up -9. -0.9, sorry.
Echo Kilo Mike, change your taxi
Got a
clearance,
0.
get on Juliet, right onto Alpha, left Alpha 9, hold short runway 05 right.
Wind shear is in.
Echo Kilo Mike, if you could just confirm, thanks. Juliet, right Alpha, left Alpha 9, hold short 05 right. Echo Kilo Mike, no sir, just continue ahead, straight ahead from your current position, and I'll call the right turn onto Alpha for you.
Alpha, that's Bravo 5 now there. It's on 567. Just
Echo Kilo Mike, you're coming up on taxiway Bravo now, continue straight ahead and next on to Alpha.
Okay, yep, you can come off. Set. Nothing coming.
Echo Kilo Mike, next right on to Alpha. New Zealand 567, if you just slide the taxi slightly at 737 is ahead of you coming off Juliet onto Alpha, he'll be making the departure before you.
It's on 567, alright, so we're coming behind the 737. Sounds like cabin's ready.
Hello, it's Norman. Let's cabin secure for takeoff. Thank you.
Cabin's ready for takeoff. Hi there, I'll spotter, probably not.
Echo Kilo Mike, passing 1,500 feet. Change to Unicom 122.8. Current wind, tree 0 degrees, 6 knots, runway 05 right. Upon reaching, you are cleared for takeoff. And Victor Hotel, Mike India Delta. Next left is Juliet. If you wish, you can take that. Then right onto Alpha 9, holding short 05 right.
Juliet Alpha 9 and hold it 05 right. We'll do that. Mike India Delta.
Echo Kilo Mike, just to confirm, passing 1,500 feet, Unicom 122.8. Current wind, tree 0 degrees, 6 knots, runway 05 right, cleared for takeoff. And New Zealand 567, just confirm you're rolling Alpha 10 full length at 05 right.
567 FM, Alpha 10.
New Zealand 567, line up runway 05 right at Alpha 10. Be ready immediate.
Line up and wait, runway 5 right. New Zealand 567.
And New Zealand 567, just a quick heads up for you, probably about 40% down on your mic volume. It'll tell you legible, just your volume's a little low.
Yeah, but transponder is on.
New Zealand 567, passing 1,500 feet, contact rudder switch to Unicom 122.8. Current wind, tree 0 degrees, 6 knots, runway 05 right, cleared immediate takeoff.
05 right, clear for takeoff, New Zealand 567.
Victor Hotel, Mike India Delta, seems you two have taxied full length Alpha 10. Behind the departing A320, line up runway 05 right behind and hold.
On the departing A320, line up and wait behind it.
Flight controls eject, flight instruments eject, briefing is confirmed, flap setting is 1. V speeds are set, ATC is set, ECAM memo is no blue. Takeoff runway 05, cabin crew is seated, TCAS is set, engine mode selected, and packs are sorted. Alright, clear for takeoff.
Victor Hotel, Mike India Delta, hold position short 05 right.
We're holding Mike India Delta.
Flex set.
And on that, Victor Hotel, Mike India Delta, cleared to line up and wait, runway 05 right.
Line up and wait, 05 right, Mike India Delta.
V1. Rotate. V2. Positive rate, gear up.
Victor Hotel, Mike India Delta, airborne ahead of the A320, current service wind, tree 0 degrees, 6 knots. Runway 05 right, you are cleared for takeoff. And just ahead, passing 1,500 Unicom 122.8.
Go for takeoff, 05 right, Unicom passing 1,500, Mike India Delta, thanks.
Have a great flight, thanks for being here tonight.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. Thanks for being on.
Very welcome, greatest fun.
Climb set. And autopilot 1. About 1 set, so let's retract. Spoils disarmed. Green dot speed. And we'll climb it up to flight level 360. I can look at Milk Run Monday on Monday, get some proper air traffic controllers. Hey New Zealand, where's your ATC? I've had tower, that's it. Just poor old Auckland Tower by his lonesome self. Come on, 72 behind me. The Rossi QA, we're heading down to the old Christchurch, where we should have some very nice scenery to look at. Just going to direct myself to Limes here. Down Mod 72 is going to the actual location of the event tonight. That's pretty cool. So you tested. I think that the PMDG aircraft are pretty good. Maybe not quite as good as this aircraft, but pretty good. And lights retracted. Seatbelt signs can go off. And it's flight level time. Standard set, climb check. Landing gear is up. Flaps are retracted. Packs are on. Bow ref is standard. Checklist complete. Just trying to figure out how to set my microphone up a little more. Not sure I've managed to. I've got it boosted in OBS, but I'm not getting necessarily the same through the rest of Windows. Which is unfortunate. Right, yeah. Cool, so I'll just look outside the airplane for a little while. So, anyhow, we're all sitting here bored waiting for our traffic controllers to come online. About 50 years ago, some dudes landed on the moon. I was going to do well, I wasn't really going to. I was thinking about maybe doing a live stream of Orbiter Sim and doing an Apollo, or at least the launch, maybe not the landing. And I've managed to download Orbiter Sim. Unfortunately, I can't remember how to fly an Apollo rocket since the last time I did that was about 18 versions ago in the year 2003. And I couldn't even get the DSKY working properly at all. So I tried to do even just a test of a launch, and that went horribly wrong. The rocket didn't even make it off the pad, just kind of sat there through the entire launch sequence and went nowhere. So I haven't had time from work to come home and read massive manuals about how to launch an Apollo rocket. So I'm not sure I can do that, but certainly not tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a couple of tests tomorrow morning to see if I can at least get the thing into orbit, and I might do a little 8-minute long stream of, well, getting it into orbit. It took about 12 minutes to get from the pad into low Earth orbit. Maybe do Apollo 7 instead of Apollo 11. To get up into orbit and go, hey, we're in orbit around the Earth. Cool. Then detach and come back. Good old city of Melbourne with Lizzie. Dunno. That would depend on the wind. See what the wind forecast is in Melbourne on Monday. Monday, wind. Could happen. Could happen. Might give it a go. The other option is do a milk run in the 747 again, whether that's on the freighter or on the passenger variant, because I managed to get my ticket and I'm going to be flying in row 60 on the right hand side of the aeroplane of a Boeing 747 on New Year's Day from Melbourne to Sydney. So that might be an option. Qantas 438. Unfortunately, I left my booking too late, so I don't have a window seat. I do, however, have one of those funky seats in the emergency exit row at the back, row 60. So with any luck, I'll have a good view out the emergency exit window. Yeah, a bit of a cold front coming through Melbourne. Temperature's sitting... it's quite late according to my forecast. It's like 9 PM or more. Yeah, but we're looking at wind speeds of sitting about like 34 km an hour. So, windy. Then on Tuesday we'll have a lot of scattered showers. Yeah, I'm thinking that I might take out the 747 though, so that tends to make air traffic controllers not want to give you the Lizzie or visual arrival, simply because they don't think 747's meant to do it, which is correct. There are restrictions on the side of the aircraft that get to fly that arrival, and it's essentially up to a A330, nothing bigger. So if we did take the 747 out next milk run Monday, which is what I really want to do, we'll probably end up flying the GPS approach into runway 34, which takes you right over the city, so it might be worth it. I'm seeing you on the TCAS, but I'm not getting alert because you're 600 feet below me. And I'm climbing away from you. Yeah, you're down there somewhere. Now the question is your Phenom actually going faster than a 320? It's about the same speed. I'm certainly climbing quicker than you are. Audio not working. Hi there. So they're opening up audio options, so clearly that was a bad idea. That there is one heck of a mountain. So I was just thinking, I was looking at some stuff I could do with the avatar, the guy that walks around, and apparently he can, in certain scenarios or missions, be used to walk into other traffic and take over other aircraft. So I was just wondering how I can set that up so I can do it. For instance, pre-spawn an aeroplane in my destination, fly to the new aeroplane in this aeroplane, and then you spawn the walker guy. He walks over to the aeroplane and jumps into that. Now, Taranaki or Egmont? Which one? Both of them? Neither of them? But yeah, it's clearly a volcano. Just don't know which volcano. The avatar is the P3D guy. Control Shift E and you get a guy that can walk around with the WASD keys. Unfortunately, he also walks around with various random controls. So if one of the controls is pushing forward slightly, or I've got the throttles just not quite in the middle, then he'll start to walk around in circles. Yeah, kind of trying to figure out which control is telling him to move. The worst one is if you start pulling back on Yoke or something like that, then he'll actually try to walk backwards, which means he just spins. Ah, Egmont is Taranaki. Okay. One of those things where the Maoris had their own name for it, and then the British came along and went, we're going to call it Mount Egmont. And the Maoris are like, yeah, nah, that's not. Oh yeah, that's right, it's got that massive circle around it. Because the forest. Farmland. Right up to the certain miles from the peak, and then it's like, nope, you can no longer buy farmland. So there's this massive difference between the farm and the forest. Yeah. Have him in the plane at the same time. You can walk around the plane. That's what I do most of the videos these days. We'll be doing that at the end of this video. Walking around with this plane sitting at the gate, and our little Control Shift E guy will be able to walk around the airplane, as if we're doing a pre-flight inspection. What I need to do now is figure out how to spawn two airplanes into the same scenario. Oh, we're going right over the top of the volcano. That's not a really intelligently positioned airway, if you ask me. Josh Davies is saying, yeah, every place in New Zealand has a Maori name and an English name. Unlike Australia, which tends to have, well, there's a couple of places that have both, but a lot of them just have the Aborigine name, usually misspelt horribly and pronounced like an Englishman. Although I guess we did get the silly Ayers Rock Uluru problem. It's like, this is a big massive thing we're going to call Ayers Rock. And it's like, no, it's Uluru. Oh, alright. RNP approach? Why not do an RNP approach into an ILS land. Anyway, we've got no air traffic controllers on, so I guess we can do whatever kind of approach we want. That said, it is raining, so probably not going to be doing a visual approach. Well, that was one spectacular mountain, and I do enjoy the fact that it's got that massive ring around it. That's hilarious. You may farm up to here and no further. And I'm assuming this is the Cook Strait. My Boeing or Airbus fan? I'm a thing that flies fan. The more variety, the better. If we had Embraers, I'd fly them more too. Not that there's any flying in Australia anymore, apart from the Air North E170s. Which is a great pity. Anyhow, given that there's no air traffic controllers, we will have to amuse ourselves with our arrival. So I'm going to do the arrival meta. Yeah, let's see. Rain 220. There's a runway 20, I do believe, so I'll use that. 14 knots. QNH 1002. 6,000 meters visibility. Overcast 800. He likes both. I reject the idea of there being a dichotomy. There's Boeing, there's Airbus, there's Embraer, there's Cessna, there's Piper, there's Beechcraft. I love them all. Heck, I even like Tupolev and Sukhoi. Illusion. If only we had an IL-76. Or even a 96 or a 82. Not enough 4-engined aeroplanes in the world. If they had a realistic Antonov to fly, I'd probably be interested in buying one of them too. Yakolev, yeah, exactly. Got a Yak 42, that's not a bad plane. Used to fly the old Tupolev 154 around a bit. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work in P3D that well. But, hey, if someone came out with a Tupolev of some sort, I'd certainly fly that, given the chance. Ah, the good old KC-10 flying around Brisbane. Yeah, and I've seen the DC-10 tanker as well. That's pretty fun. That's sometimes based around the Richmond Airport, so it just kind of sits there at the Richmond Air Force Base, waiting to be deployed to a fire. Let's chuck in our arrival details. We're going to be using runway 20. This guy over here wants the RNAV. Is that RNAV 20? Which one? Whiskey? Ah, that's 02. We need 20. So it's definitely not the whiskey. Is it the Yankee or the Zulu? Might be the Zulu. There we are, that one. Yeah, 787. No, I don't see the 787 go to Air Korea. Air Korea should stay with their amazing collection of Tupolev 154 and the Illusion 80, whatever it is, 86 I think it was. And their Tupolev 204. That's a nice airplane. We'll take a 757. Simon B, how are you doing? Air traffic control kind of failed to turn up to this event that they advertised, but anyhow, we're amusing ourselves. Odyssey is where we want to go. Ah, there's one. Odyssey, yeah. That's the RNAV Zulu. We'll do that. Runway 20, RNAV Zulu. Coming out of Peaks 8 Bravo. Done. I'm thinking that's NS Nelson, and we'll start the descent there. Guessing we're in the Cook Strait somewhere between the two islands right now. Yeah, the cloud's sitting down at what, 800 feet? Yeah. Overcast 800. Hard work. So go ahead and chuck in the performance for the landing. And QNH is 1002. Temperature. If I have to get that down, it's probably cold as heck. Let's have a look. Temperature is 8 degrees. Wind is 220 at 14. And our minimums 380 NDA. Cool, that's it. Marlborough Sounds, eh? I'll just have a look at that. Might be able to pull out one of the, maybe a Cessna 172. Get it banging around. In Christchurch. Probably nowhere near Marlborough Sound though. It's away at the other end of the island. Buried under all that cloud somewhere. Actually, flying around the Cessna today in Christchurch would be a bit silly, given all cloud. 800 feet and then you're inside the clouds. So I think we'll stay on the ground when we get there. Walk around instead of fly. Make sure we just get our control set up so the avatar man doesn't spin around in circles like he sometimes does. I'm sure he will, but we'll persist through it and get all of our stuff configured so he doesn't do that. Yeah, we're over the South Island, over the land of the, well, the clouds are white. I'm not sure about being long. Maybe long and thick and wide at the same time. Picton to Wellington in the old Cessna Caravan. Just across the strait, eh? Yeah. Toilet Inspector picking up on that one. That's hilarious. $20 miles, top of the descent. Just run a check. Yeah, pretty much done most of the briefing. I'll just do the runway briefing once we start our descent. Which I'm happy to do now. Down to level 130, set. Terrain is setting on my side so we don't run into many mountains. And I'll just brief the passengers before we go in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking from the flight deck. We've begun our descent into Christchurch at this stage, and we do anticipate arriving there in about 20 to 25 minutes. Thanks for flying with us on board our Airbus A320 Air New Zealand Service 567. Cabin crew will be coming to the airplane just to ensure that everything is ready for arrival. Let's take a look at the weather details down in Christchurch. It is a little bit wet and windy, showing a about 25 km/h winds with gusts of up to 30 km an hour, and the temperature is 80 degrees Celsius. There is a little bit of rain. Do hope you have enjoyed the flight with us today. I do hope that you have a very enjoyable and safe onward journey from Christchurch Airport. Cabin crew, please prepare the aircraft for the arrival. Okay, it is going to be the Arnav Zulu arrival, coming in from Odissi, straight ahead, straight down. Intercept is from 2,000 feet, and we can use the LS derived glide path. Once we get onto the runway, we have 2,800 meters to stop. We'll be using auto brake 1, or low, for the arrival. Once we vacate, it'll be on Alpha 6, probably up on Alpha. And we are parking at position 33, I think it was. Might be 32. We go for 32. So to get there, we'll be on Alpha all the way down to Alpha 15, and then it's pretty close to the Antarctic apron. And from taxi line Alpha 15, straight ahead into gate 32. Once I've done that, we're going to jump into the spawn point and walk around the back of the aircraft, out the fence near the Antarctic division, and walk around the front of the airport and have a look groundside. One thing that I wouldn't mind doing is driving down the South Island. I've done the North Island, not much of it, but some of it. Mostly family reunion stuff, but we've gone out to Whangamata and Waihi Beach. Also did Rotorua and Makino. Also went down as far as Lake Taupo. So, a little bit of a run around. Also did, what's it called up there, near Auckland, Clark's Beach. So yeah, been around a bit. I haven't been to the South Island, and I have no family in the South Island, so if I was to do the South Island, it'd be the full tourist thing. I'd probably have to visit the North Island again anyway, because, you know, you don't come all the way over to New Zealand without saying hi to your aunties and uncles. Drive top to bottom. That sounds fun. Oh, yeah, I did Tokoro as well. I still have me to forget that. Tokoro, we did the whole model air show thing with the remote control airplanes. I used to work with a chick from Christchurch, actually two of them. Yeah. Need to get back. Some pretty peaky peaks down there. Pro checklist, briefing's been confirmed, ECAM status is checked, seatbelt signs can go on. Minimums have been set, engine mode will be CLB through the descent and the barrier reference. 1002 will descend. Sending it across blunt at 7,000. 7,000, current H1002 is set. Agreed, I just need to retest my Queenstown scenery. Last time we went there we had some issues with it, so it goes. I'll do that offline so you guys don't see the failures that happen, because there will be some. I guarantee that. Fell while driving in Queenstown? Yeah, I could see that. That's a cute looking mountain range. We're finally on the eastern side. Okay, Odysseus at 3000. Set. Lights on. Cabin crew, please be seated for landing. Well, this scenery, of course, is brought to us by Orbix or FTX. Not until we get closer into the airport, until we get into the Godzone stuff. Bye-bye, Grant. It was nice seeing you. We're about to run into this cloud bank. Everything else seems about right. Overcast 800 and 6,000 meter visibility in rain. QNH 1001 now. Set. Ah, the grills, yeah. Well, I've got a shirt on, don't I? And a jacket. I was kind of hoping there'd be a bit of air traffic control, but that has not happened, unfortunately. Christchurch Tower 118.4. This is a Vatsim lanyard that I got at a conference. Has my little Vatsim ID on it, and it says Trent Hopkinson, Local Events Team, ATC, Controller 1 and Route Controller, Division of VATPAC, Australia Pacific. And the actual lanyard just says Vatsim, Vatsim, Vatsim all over it. So yeah, it's my Vatsim lanyard. Got that from Paul Tycoon when we went up to... Yeah, wearing shorts and jandals down below. Well, I've got slippers on, so you're pretty close, but warmer. I am certainly wearing slippers right now. Slippers and socks. And track pants. Just because it's, you know, cold. Not as cold as it is in Christchurch, mind you. But cold enough. Okay, low order brake is set. Landing cabin crew is advised auto thrust will be on speed. Auto brake is low and ECAM. Thanks for that. We do indeed have tower. We'll be chatting to them. 127.2. Arrival ATIS. Damn it. Didn't come up. Hi there, RC Tested. I was intending to walk around on the ground once we get down to Christchurch, just to show you the airport. Information Tango issued at 0800, runway 20 approach. Wind 220 at 14, visibility 10k, light rain, cloud overcast at 800. Temperature 8, dew point 8. Tango. And we'll just take flaps 1. Approach mode selected. Landing it down. Flaps 2. Speed. Flaps 2.
Hi, Stormin. Yep, that's the cabin secure for landing. See you on the ground, bye.
Cab's clear. Hi there, Manu. How you doing? We're just about to land into Christchurch. At about 2,000. Christchurch Tower, New Zealand 567, final runway 20.
New Zealand 567. Good day. Cloud with light rain, 800 foot ceiling as per the ATIS from way 20 and 220 degrees 1 polar knots. You clear to land.
Runway 20, clear to land, New Zealand 567. You know, you wanted to. Flaps 3. Speed brake armed. My aeroplane. There's the outer marker. 4 flaps. Landing checklist, everything is green on the MCAS. Stable. Glide slope.
Speed, speed, speed.
My throttles.
$500.
On Pappy.
400.
Director's off.
300. 200.
Getting there.
Sync rate.
Is that crosswind? Jeez.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
50.
Not stable going around. Is on 567 going around unstable approach.
567, I was watching that and was actually wondering, maintain the runway heading, climb to maintain 2,000 feet. Then right turn to join the right downwind for runway 20. Advise if you want vectors for finals.
Right downwind up to 2,000 feet, and they'll be okay with self-joining the finals. He's on 567.
Thank you, 567. If you wish, I can vector you back for the ILS 10 miles, or whatever you require. Let me know.
Net climb thrust, there it is. Speed coming up to 230.
Sync rate. Pull up.
Yeah.
Pull up. Terrain. Pull up.
New Zealand 567 Christchurch Tower.
567.
567, citizen currently 22016, gusting 2 4 knots. So your current crosswind is a little bit quirky on that final part of the approach, and of course with the 800-foot cloud base as well. So advise if you want me to send you up 10 miles, or if you wish, you can continue on the downwind for your own approach for 20.
Yeah, I think we'll do the 10 miles, that's fine. 567.
New Zealand 567, roger. We're the downwind, advise, and I'll call your base link.
Yes, on 567. Copy. Opalt in. And the downwind heading will be 020. We can set up now to grab that. 240 knots. Okay, inbound is going to be 200 and what's that? 190.3. 196.
New Zealand 567
No.
Christchurch Tower. Speed back to 160 knots circle, and when you're able, turn right heading 110 degrees to intercept the ILS runway 20.
160 knots, and we're ready down to the base. He's on 567. Bye bye. Does it sound like I'm talking to you, no or not?
160, you're coming up to 7.5 miles now. If you make that right turn in the next little bit, you'll be at about a 10-mile final, slightly low on the ILS for 20.
On the right hand turn, he's on the 567. On 10.30. Entry out of range. Course inbound is 196. Done. Flaps. Flaps are one set. I can't see a thing.
New Zealand 567, continue that right turn heading 140.
140, 567. 567, we might need a little bit more time here in the hold, just a little.
New Zealand 567, understand at the moment you're going to re-intercept at about 8 miles, 2,000 feet, so you'll be slightly low for the glide slope for runway 20, but you'll be easily able to pick it up.
Cool, nice one. Still don't have a glide slope or anything like that. LS. Somehow got that deactivated. Alright, that's it. Okay, landing checklist again. Approach briefing is done. ECAM status is checked. Seatbelt signs are on. Bar references 1001. Triple click. Minimums are set. And we're starting that turn. Flaps 2. Auto throttle speed. And be on speed on the approach.
New Zealand 567, if you keep that turn as you are, you're going to be almost bang on the glide slope for runway 20. Report established.
Report established. New Zealand 567. Auto brake is low for the approach. ECAM memo is landing no blue. Just waiting on that.
New Zealand 567 advisory conditions still overcast 800 feet, QNH 1001. Service wind currently 20 degrees 16 knots. Runway 20, you are cleared to land.
Runway 20 clear to land. New Zealand 567. Landing gear down. Landing gear down. And we'll take flaps 3.
New Zealand 567 advisory. Previous traffic advisors in the landing lights coming through that overcast at 800 did cause some spatial disorientation.
Copy. 567. Out of marker. Speed managed.
So just turn the landing lights off then, basically.
Full flaps. Flaps set.
1,000.
1,000, we are stable. Visual. Bit better that time round. My airplane. Visual.
$400 above. $300. Minimum.
Continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. Retard.
Hundred knots. Manual braking.
New Zealand 567, good day, welcome to Christchurch. If you wish, from your current position, probably roll ahead. In fact, no, you're off at Alpha 5. Cool bananas. Alpha 5 onto Alpha to the gates of your choice.
R5 on Alpha and gate of our choice, New Zealand 567.
Not a bad pull up there, chap.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. 32.
Well, looks like you thought you were going to roll ahead. I was going to pull you down 1-1, but that was a nice little stop.
Plenty of wind.
Yeah, a sort of wet runway and funny old last minute clouds. So yeah, I mean, he's well, good arrival. Funny because a lot of guys end up actually boogieing ahead past Alpha 5 into down 1-1 and back, but it's the ones that completely cock it up in the A320s end up going all the way past, have to come back on Alpha 6 and Alpha, and it's like, oh, dudes.
Yeah, no, you know, done it bad when you have to vacate on Alpha 7.
Yeah, you get the odd numbnut that has to go full length, but yeah, geez, what you want is I mean, a 320 should easily be able to pull up by Alpha 5 easily, quite heavily, but yeah, a lot of them don't seem to be able to.
Depends where he touched down on the runway.
Yeah, all that sort of company crap. All right, chap, bloody good to see you. Great night. Catch you again. See you. Good night.
Catch him. Yes, the airport does look pretty good. I agree. And we're going to be walking around it in a little while. Once we park. Which one are we going to? 32, I think it was. Yep, there it is. There's 32 there. Okay, flaps are up. I'll drop the front light. Done. Radar is off. Stop! Parking brake is set. Dodgy steel, yeah, I've got a couple of those in Sydney as well. Partially collapsed buildings and stuff. It's great. Yeah, it is National Gate, but I wanted to get over there, so there's a reason for the madness. We are on the APU. We'll start the deboarding. Couple of things we need to do before we leave the aeroplane. One of those things is setting our init data. And we did not do an auto land today. Sorted. Beacon is off, wing lights are off, ground power goes on, APU can come off. Clock is stopped, 1 hour and 34. And the navs go off. Good stuff, we're pretty much secured, and I'm going to go ahead and jump out of this airplane and walk around to that hotel that you're talking about. On the ground. Like this. So there we go. On the ground at Christchurch. Just go around and say hi to the guys that are pulling out our bags, and then we'll head over to the that hotel at the other end. Hi dudes, how you doing? All boring grey and black bags today. Whatever happened to those beautiful blue bags? I used to love those. It's hilarious. To be honest, I miss those blue bags because, well, I've never owned a blue bag, but I do own a Jetstar orange bag. It's the same colour as Jetstar's Orange Star. It's my suitcase, and it's just amazing. Alright, so here's gate 33 with its coordinates there. Those vehicles can't run me over. They can, however, make me stop in place, because even this fence line over here, I can't walk through it. I have to walk around it. It's a bit annoying. I was seriously considering gate 34, but I thought that might be a bit too much of a cheat. That's a 747 gate. Or 777 at least. Yep, the airport scenery is pretty awesome. This is the Godzone scenery, you'll see it in the links below. I think it only got released like a week or two ago, so it's pretty new. If you try and walk through the gate here, the Avatar man can't get through there. Just bounces off the gate. can't get through. But you can walk around the gate. And there's a kind of gap in the gate over near the Antarctic area. So if I just go for a bit of a run through the rain here. Yeah, the 350. It's a heavy gate, that one. This guy can't climb. He can kind of flail about in a jump like that, but I doubt that he'll make it over anything useful. He can also crouch, so I can do that. So we're out in the back part of the airport that no one ever looks at. See, the textures have gotten a little bit worse, but we can of course come back to where we were. That 747 SP with the big telescope in its back. I know the one you're talking about. Okay, going to run through the car park here. There's our A320 we left behind. Toilet saying that there's a missing building in the Antarctic Centre, is it? That's another gate you can't get through. I'll try running at it. You can jump over that one. I'm not sure that worked when I was trying to walk it the other day. I jumped over that fence. Funny. .747 SP with a big telescope from NASA, doing a tour today on the day that's 50 years ago Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. Yeah, that'd be a tour to do. It's be a bit annoying in the rain, but sure, be pretty cool. Big car park over there. Nice model of the tower. It is indeed. I like it. We can run over this fence again. Yay. Picking my way through the cars was a bit tough. Camera and car keys. What about the wallet? Wouldn't they want the wallet with you so you can pay the money? Yeah, I can imagine that. They wouldn't want like umbrellas on board the aeroplane. Sure, that could do a bit of damage to the old, very sensitive equipment on board. I need to sort out my reflections in Tomato or something. I've seen photos of that thing with better reflections than that. Oh, it's starting to spin again. I've got a hard right-hand turn asking for him to either stop or walk straight. Come to a complete stop, dude. There we go. Stop. Just stop. Stop moving. Come on, just stop moving, dude. Come to a complete stop, man. There we go. Not quite what I wanted, but there we go. Now the avatar guy can walk through the airport, but there's no inside. It's just kind of blank textures inside here. I'd say it'd be interesting to see an entire simulation of the inside of the airport, but you know, frame rates. If they had frame rates of the entire inside, that would probably hurt the sim quite a lot on the approach. Show you, do I pick up a taxi or a bus from over here? Designated smoking area. If anyone wants me to walk anywhere particular, let me know. Departures. Haven't been this far around this part of the airport yet. I'll just see if there's any way to get out into the airside from here. And if so... Ah, here's the buses. Looks like I can't get out to airside from here. No stewardesses about. Indeed. Ah. There's a non-solid fence. No, it's a solid fence. Looks like I just ran through the one section where it wasn't quite solid, which must be the corner right there. Uh-oh. I'm stuck airside. Can't get back in. Ah, there we go. There's one section of fence that wasn't solidified. Funny. The parking building? That one over there, I'm assuming? Let's see, I've never tried to go up there. I suspect it might not be as solid as we want it to be. But I'll give it a try. Try to go up the ramp. I doubt that I can. I suspect that he'll walk through the floor of the ramp. Yep. Glug, 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 glug. Sunk into the concrete. So I suspect he can't go up. Also, the rain's coming through the roof, so... You've told him now. Just walk away from it so I can see up a little bit easier. There you go. Ah, Samsung Galaxy ad. That's rather recent. So it looks like I can't go up. I can only go on the bottom level of things, but we can go to the pay station and pay for our parking ticket. There we go. 28 ducks for 2 hours. However much it is. No idea what that sign is trying to tell me. Kiss your girlfriend before you go on holiday? Something like that. Mayor of Queenstown. Don't know any of these buildings behind what they are. Saying that we can only go on the ground level of things. If you have any further requests, otherwise I'll just continue walking around until we hit airside on this side and then be done. So yeah, Dan 172, I hope you enjoyed the flight and the little tour of Queenstown Airport. Hopefully we'll get to come back here for one of the Cross the Ditches, probably sometime in December, I'd imagine. So if you've ever worked at Christchurch Airport, I'm sure you'll enjoy all of the detail that you're seeing there. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Aha, run out of fence. Not run out of fence. Just managed to step through the fence. There's Menzies and Emirates Skycar, I think it is. Yep, Emirates Skycar. He ran into that bush and he can't walk through it. Mail sensor across the runway, hey? Oh, so you tested. I'm not really planning on doing another flight today, but hey, I'll look at the situation and if something catches my interest, we might. But I do plan on something tomorrow, and next week I'm probably going to be doing a flight from Heathrow to Dubai. But that's next week. Between that time and now, tomorrow we've got the VFR tour coming out of Great Lakes and heading up towards Merimbula. On Monday we're doing Milk Run, and I want to do the 747. And on next Saturday we'll be doing Friday night ops, and then the flight from London to Dubai. Taxiway. New Zealand Post. Let's see, what is the F&O next week? That's one thing I haven't looked at yet. Let's go into the VAT USA calendar. That'll be it's San Juan. Oh yeah, going down to Puerto Rico for F&O. They'll probably come out of Miami down to Puerto Rico. And the day after, so that'll be about, what, 11 a.m. out or 10 a.m. our time, it'll be Punta Cana, which is the Dominican Republic. So 2 days in a row we're down in the Caribbean. Sounds pretty good. I'll enjoy that. So yeah, that is Friday night ops. Next Saturday, we're doing San Juan, Puerto Rico, and the day after that we're going to the Dominican Republic, Punta Cana. In between those two, we'll be flying the 777 from London Heathrow over to Dubai as Speedbird something or other. So it'll be all action next week. Not so much action this week, but at least we do have Milk Run Monday to save us from the no ATC situation that we've had today. And a little bit of GA action tomorrow. MD-11, eh? Nothing wrong with the old Mad Dog 11. I do enjoy flying that. I'll probably end up flying the Airbus or the 737. Not sure which one yet. But that should be fine. I've just jogged across the runway. I'm sure that'll go down well. And I think that'll be us for today. I might try and get back ground side, hang out near the domestic terminal, and then call it a day. Glad the avatar guy doesn't get tired from running. We'll go through the entrance, whatever. Cool. Back into the car park. I've never been to Christchurch before in my life, but I'm sure we can catch a bus from this bus stop at some point. I have been Musical Avia. This has been the FSlabs A320 flying from Auckland to Christchurch under the new scenery by Godzone. I have been Musical Aviator. I hope you enjoyed the journey. Thanks for joining me on it. And thank you, Toilet Inspector, for the information about Christchurch. You do have a very nice city. With that said, I'll see you guys probably tomorrow, unless we see the Chinese do something spectacular with air traffic controllers. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.